It was a dark time for sure. March 2019. The next Legend Onyx was released, and she was a complete bust to me. Along with the new canon changes, Volkov being stuck in plat, it was a dark time indeed. Until a great light shined above us all. Battle Pass Season 1 finally got Diamond, and a brand new weapon, along with Jaeyun. Got a little deep into that. I love Jaeyun on release. He's actually in my top 10 highest leveled on console and PC currently. Even after the Greatsword nerfs, he's still really fun to play too. Less on the sword side for me, mostly the Greatsword. He's still actually really good under the right hands, which is scary at first thought. Either way, let's look at his SIGs. Greatsword first. They're gigantic, yes, but they aren't entirely great. But I'd say Greatsword Insig is his best one on Greatsword for sure. It's his quickest one, and it covers a pretty big area. Throw it into whatever playstyle you like. Side Sig can be used unexpectedly, like gravity cancelled or just whenever. It's a bit slow, but still usable in my opinion. Greatsword Down Sig is his worst Greatsword Sig in my opinion. Still not horrible though. You'd think the aerial version would be a bit more useful, but surprisingly not. I'd rather just go with Greatsword Dare's offstage. Sword and Sig is a bit similar to Embers in the way that you blast upwards and hit whatever is in front of you. It's a pretty good Sig for roof kills, that's for sure. Side Sig is a bit similar to Embers in the way that you hit in front of you while not moving a ton. You still move a little in Embers, but that's besides the point. Definitely his best Sig by far, even after the nerfs. Goes into a lot of sword combos. Sword down Sig is a bit similar to Embers in the way that you go backwards and then back forward to... Wait, are all these just Ember Sigs? Yes? Well shoot. I should have known. Ember's guitar down Sig is still better anyways. Jaeyun's sword down Sig just isn't that great. It's probably his worst Sig overall. It's tough to say which weapon is overall better, but just because of Sword's current state, I would go with Sword. But both are greatly viable. Now, call me biased for skin picks, but I think coming from a Jaeyun main, these are justified. Handblock is S tier for sure. When I was on console, I used a sidekick with it too. I miss that sidekick a lot. I also put default here because, come on, it's great. Pretty good tier consists of these two. Both these are here for looks and weapons, and people may dislike Gilded Glory, but I think they're dumb and wrong. Just look at these weapons, they're fantastic. And then Death Jester is the edgy Jaeyun skin, you can't deny that. It's not bad, but compared to the other Jaeyun skins, it's my least favorite. Good weapons and design though, just too edgy for my taste. Tier list wise, out of S, A, B, C, and D, I'd place Jaeyun in low A, maybe high B. Like yeah, he has Sword, a top tier weapon, and Greatsword, a lower tier weapon. That combination is interesting for sure, but it works pretty well. Those Sigvids are legendary though, you can't deny that. And you know, I'm actually glad we're covering a Greatsword legend, because we can finally talk about Greatsword as a weapon. I think it's a pretty balanced weapon depending on who you're fighting or how you play it. It can be tough to do great things with it, like dash cancelling and whatnot. The hype for the weapon in Jaeyun died down a lot too. He used to be #1 play rate until Greatsword got nerfed. Now he's down in the lower percents. Bottom 20 anyways, a little below average. I think he might be the most universally liked Greatsword Legend 2 next to Mako because he has really average stats. I like that a lot too. I think they really nailed it on making this legend likable when he first came out. Now, I think Greatsword as a weapon might just be a bit offsetting to newer players, but those who decide to wield the power of destruction in their hands are wielding a lot. Jaeyun's Greatsword I'm argued to say is the best one out of the current three. Mako might be the best, I'm not too sure though. They both got insane Sigs for sure. As for Magyar, well, we'll talk about that another time. I'm glad I was able to cover a character I love so much. Of course, vote for who you want to see, and keep on brawling. I hope we all enjoy the 4th Battle Pass too.